Hi, Lester Holt from NBC World Headquarters in New York. President Joe Biden tells me he'll be watching the game. In a pregame interview on Thursday, we talked about the challenges the country faces, including some that directly impact the NFL and its fans. Here's part of our conversation. You were interviewed a year ago about the Super Bowl, and you expressed hope that come this year that they'd be able to fill the stands again with people. And that apparently is going to be the case. However, many of those people won't be wearing masks, despite the local law in Los Angeles. What is your message to people who want desperately for this to be over and to be able to resume the lives that they remember?
Well, look, I love how people talk about personal freedom. If you're exercising personal freedom puts someone else in jeopardy, their health in jeopardy. I don't consider that being dealing with freedom. It's about moving in a direction you know is likely to diminish the prospects that this virus continues to spread. And so I think people should get the shots. We know the shots work. We know they work for the variants that are available or that we are dealing with now. We know we have so many more tools at our disposal to prevent death and prevent serious illness. And I just think they should be careful. And if they're not careful for themselves, at least think of their children. Think of their families.
Once again, Super Bowl, another controversy over the NFL. This about alleged racial hiring practices. Do you think the NFL, because of its broad influence, should be held to a higher standard when it comes to issues like this?
Well, I think it should be held to a reasonable standard. And, the commissioner pointed out they haven't lived up to what they committed to. They haven't lived up to being open about hiring more minorities to run teams. And whether or not, Goodell says they're going to take a look at whether they can meet the standard. And the standard was set by, someone who said, this is something we should do. Think about it. I think it's the whole idea that a league that is made up of so many athletes of color as well as so diverse that there's not enough African-American qualified coaches to manage these NFL teams. It just seems to me that it's a standard that they'd want to live up to. I don't know if it's not a requirement of law, but it's a requirement, I think, of some just generic decency.
You can't wrap up an interview like this without asking Cincinnati or Los Angeles.
Well, my teams are out. I love this young quarterback from Cincinnati. He's an Ohio boy, can make everybody happy. But we also have some, I think Los Angeles is going to be hard to beat.
Mr. President, you've been generous with your time. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.